Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, open. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Right back to Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that'll bring up second down. to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants defense getting ready to go here. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. Running, it's Drake. Oh, the hurdle. Oh, cuts back right. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big-time play there for the Texans. 76 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Grimes, an 8-yard touchdown run. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a...
Finds a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He completes it to Julio Jones. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Manuel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Here's Manuel. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Margus Hunt coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw, it's Rodgers. A screen to Bell. So we got free at 1-10. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlled offenses backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A very good return that time. 18 yards, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short, Drake. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And now the Texans' defense, they get ready here. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish.
Odell Beckham Jr., the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham taking it in. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. A reminder coming up at the intermission. We'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Now Manuel. Hold in here, Caldwell. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Partner, while we have a second, I live in Atlanta. The day after the Super Bowl, everybody was talking about one thing, the play calling at the end of the game. Should Atlanta have run the football more? What did you take away?
And I do believe you're talking about Atlanta up 28-20. 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of New England after that nice drive from deep in their own territory. I thought running the football there, 3 points was paramount. Run the football, eat up some clock, don't snap the ball too late in the play clock. Run it and have Matt Bryant come out and kick a field goal and put them up 11 at that point. At least that's the attempt. Instead, they try and throw the football, ran themselves into some problems, had the punt it away, and here comes Tom Brady and the Patriots, and they tied the game up.
And here come the armchair quarterbacks.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. For a touchback. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably
for his game, teammates would do the same.
That's a true leader. I want to sneak in a note here on the officials while time permits from the Super Bowl game. I know that you had high praise of them. Really, you know they did a good...
Emphatic that it was a catch. Replay confirmed it. And then, of course, the James White touchdown in overtime because that was called a touchdown on the field. And, of course, they confirmed that one as well upstairs in the replay. But normally, these officials come together. They're an all-star crew. They don't work together as much during the season. But this one felt very cohesive. I thought they did a fantastic job.
Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Manuel. Surveying the field. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to break. You serious? Skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. Oh, he shifts past him. Still on his feet. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Room here to run. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
On 3rd down, Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch him off guard, but the defense was ready.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Margus Hunt in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On On second down, here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sean Lee in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. This is taken at the 18. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he finds an open man, Hankerson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. Now Grimes. And a nice little quick spit. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now they try the right side here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now it all comes down to Josh Brown. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.